and 2. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions.
Nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now in his 5th year at quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 33. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. And they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
The Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete.
Impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2 yards the way.
That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it.
Shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
2nd and 5. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 53 yards. But sometimes you just got yardage. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Got his open man, it's Carr. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
But still an effective gain nonetheless.
First carry for James Conner. A check on the numbers last week for Conner. 22 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
The ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Short completion. A pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receivers for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
In the scrimmage, instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Escaping the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And the result here, a pickup.
This O-line is definitely looking there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Murray. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just... They'll try and run forward with counter. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it.
It's just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up. Dane drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover. Because when you're running this play, as he continues down the line,
and this is going to be
what a pick. God, he just comes up with play after play.
And the Cards are going to get the
Byron Murphy.
as the ball will come out to
It's
the
our 3rd interception of the first half.
First half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Murray. And this is caught by Watkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards.
The ball on it, and then let him run.
And get some space. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup.
Try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground,
first and 10. Here's Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target.
As soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On third down, it's Connor. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just a... Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Murray now. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call in the field that brings up third down.
I see the surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Murray going to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals go
on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now a throw here, hold in. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
An 8-yard pickup.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one. Because
back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Murray.
This is taken in by McBride. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the
39-yard line.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray
On the move to his left.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field.
A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first. I think they're going back to that well.
That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. Putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1 yard. Out is Tucker McCann now to try the field goal. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. McCann's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point.
Because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Back to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to
Man, 2 interceptions, pretty much the same play. Byron Murphy.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform with 4 interceptions offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He'll wind up getting right about. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And he will. Couple yards deep. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty.
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're on.
They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. And meanwhile, for the Lions, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well.
This would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
From the 29, Murray. And this one's incomplete. Not his best throw there. Not his best throw there. Where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter. Moore wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. They'll stay on the ground with Swift, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that.
There, and that'll make it 2nd down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAndre. Murray now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into adjustment has been made to take it away.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Connor up the middle. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and control, those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Play fake. Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort. Now Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively pure. Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22.
Now, I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third.
Close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They run behind center with Connor, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the
2 touchdown passes. He's thrown in this one already. He'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Lions will have the football. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first. He's going to get that to Swift underneath, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. Onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That's good, the completion. They fake the handoff, now Murray. They'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete.
Smart enough to hold the target away. A big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On third down, Greenwood. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Connor. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he'll take this forward to the 27. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely.
Picking up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, a run with Connor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
It's a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Greenwood. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
There to drop him.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Here's Connor on the read option.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch, however, it's 4th down.
Brandon, a good. I hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
McCann's kick up and good.
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Played. And they snap him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here with 40 seconds to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down.
Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeout. Now Murray. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down as that.
Back to throw. Murray.
On a bad time.
Gosh. Man, that linebacker crept up underneath. They got me.
Take possession of the football. Well, you knew it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one.